Okay, it's time for our next challenge, which is again more of a twist than it is a challenge. This is called Immunity Chain. The way that this is going to work is that I will spin a wheel and randomly whoever it lands on will be immune at the next tribal council. After that, that person will then select somebody else who will also be immune. And then that person will select somebody else, so on and so forth, until 5 people are immune and 3 people are vulnerable. Those 3 people will be eligible to be voted for. The other 5 will be immune. So just stay muted, and when it lands on you or you're chosen, then you can unmute and pick someone. But what we don't get to do is talk or communicate if we're not actively picking, right? We're not like pitching our cases to one another. It's going to be a quick choice. So first, I will spin the wheel. Let me
make sure that this.
Okay. Okay, let's all be nice to one another too in the chats. Everybody be kind. We're all friends. Okay, let me share my screen. Actually, let me dislodge this so you don't see any secrets. Share screen. All right, does everybody see the wheel? I will now spin the wheel, and the person that it lands on will be immune and get to choose the first person of the chain. Anna, congratulations. You are immune. That was a really short spin. Next time I'm going to increase the speed of that. Or I guess, yeah, make it longer. Okay, congratulations, Anna. You are immune. Now you can unmute and select one other person to also make immune.
I'm going to pick Lauren.
Lauren, congratulations. You are also immune. Anna, you can mute up. And Lauren, you can unmute and select the third person to be immune.
I'm going to choose Gary.
Gary is immune as well. Gary, you can unmute and choose the fourth person. And
I'm going to pick.
Keep in mind that this person will choose the final person to be immune.
I'm picking Jacob.
Jake is immune as well. And he's the fourth one, meaning that, Jake, you can now select the fifth and final person to be immune at this next tribal.
Sophie.
Sophie, it is. So that means that you cannot vote for Lauren, Sophie, Jake, Gary, or Anna. And all of Ben, Chloe, and Elizabeth are available to be voted for. At this point, I will open up the breakout rooms, give you a few minutes there, and then we will go to tribal.
Out.
Because that's what we were planning on doing anyways.
Okay.
Does anyone know if
She's strong.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Jake.
They're at the beach. So how about me, Gary, and Sophie? We'll go to the beach and talk to them, and then and Lauren, sorry, you're safe too. How about the 4 of us go talk to them, and we'll be right back. They're right there.
All right.
Hey there.
Where's Anna?
I think Jeff went into the other room, so she was talking to him.
Jeff,
Oh, no.
Jeff's not in the game anymore.
Oh, that's right.
8 of us.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's one person who's been really wishy-washy here, and their story hasn't been quite straight.
Mm-hmm.
At least I don't know the dynamics of the Red Tribe, but I don't know.
People that are safe, you guys want to go talk Amano and let the other people talk real fast? That sound okay?
Sure.
Fine with me.
Where
You
are we
can go with
going?
Chloe
Jungle or beach?
Let's go jungle. I haven't been to the jungle yet.
and Ben.
Okay.
All right. It takes me a while to move because I have to ask the moderators. Hey, moderators, move me to the jungle, please.
Oh, poor guy. Because he's on an iPad. Sorry, Ben. I feel like you're the only person they might target over me. Chloe, what were they saying? Are they targeting me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be straight up with you. Yeah, they were.
I figured.
But I would be for working with you. I don't know if you have any plans right now, but
Well, I was hoping that we would keep our original group together, but now it's between the three
Yeah.
of us, so we kind of are stuck.
yeah.
So
I honestly,
if I'm able to stay, I'll definitely work with either of you, but it's unfortunate that we're up against each other.
Mhm.
What were you about to say, Chloe?
I was just thinking about who we could get to possibly switch,
What do you mean?
like flip,
To not vote for me?
in the case that like, I don't know, just thinking further down the line if I'm still here. So I guess that's too far.
Well, because it's basically you, me, Jeff, and then potentially Anna. It's hard to tell where her loyalties lie. Ben, oh, you almost looked frozen, Ben. Because he's not really moving.
Guys, I just have to call out. Look at this iconic Outlast pairing back together again.
He's so quiet, Ben.
Iconic?
Iconic.
Iconic as in what?
As in, you guys had just such a dynamic relationship that whole time. You wanted to vote each other out the whole time, and you got to the final four.
As in me and Ben?
Yeah.
It's not me, Chloe. I wasn't on the show.
Okay, carry on. I just had to interject.
I was like, who are you talking about?
Third random person who was not connected to the show at all.
Yeah.
When it was me, Ben, and Elizabeth, and of the three going to figure out who was vulnerable, he would have played that. So if we want an easy vote, we could just vote for Ben.
Well, and that's the thing too. If any of them have a totem, we have to be careful. Do we know if any of them have a totem?
We can do 3 and 2. We can split our vote, but
Yeah, we could split it.
We could
Split it.
votes.
I don't know.
we can go 3 and 3.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 5 of us, right?
Yeah, there's 5 on 3. We get Chloe to. We can even do 6. We could do 3 and 3 if we get Chloe to come on. But I don't know. It's up to you guys. I don't really care.
I don't think we'll be able to get Chloe before our breakout rooms will close.
No,
You think so?
We could try, but I feel like if we might not have that much time. So
Okay.
we might end up be doing.
I think this might be the only chance we get to get Elizabeth out, though. That's my main thing because she's good at puzzles, and this was a chance thing. So that's one of my only.
Was the first one at the puzzle.
Get rid of her and then get rid of Ben. You know what I mean? Ben's an easy vote. If we get Elizabeth out now, we can vote Ben next time, and then we vote whoever, and then we can fight it out amongst the 5 of us.
So who's voting who?
We can just. Why don't we all just vote Elizabeth? I guess.
If an idol is played, like we don't have assurance that she doesn't have an idol.
That's
It's
my
true.
question.
should probably-
I feel like she would play it.
3 on Elizabeth, 2 on
But
Ben.
she's smart
so-
enough to know that people are going to go for her.
Yeah.
So what 2 of us should vote Ben?
Me on
Anna, you and I vote Ben.
you and
Okay.
Ben, and the 3 of us will vote.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. See you in the room.
Are we going back to the camp?
Yeah.
We're going back to the tribal, I think.
Oh, okay. Bye. Jake, did you get your Papa John's or did you get something else?
Mom and Dad made macaroni and cheese.
Oh, nice.
Score. Okay, I believe we're here. Almost. All right, there's 9. Okay, hey, just a public service announcement that I'm going to try and speed things along a little bit going forward, so that camp times and tribal times are going to be a little bit less drawn out. So make your moves quickly. We're here at Tribal, which means the floor is yours to speak about whatever needs to be spoken about.
I mean, we're thinking Elizabeth's pretty dangerous.
That's our thing.
Okay, I'm going to throw it out here. I have a track record of being loyal to my allies. And if you take me in, I will be a loyal ally. Whereas someone else that's up for Elimination here has not, it doesn't seem like, been a loyal ally. It's a little
I
wishy-washy.
will go. I
That's
will
not
side.
Chloe.
I
I'll
will
say
side
that.
with Elizabeth. I will side with
I feel like
Elizabeth, and the fact that previously when I played with Ben, he was not the most loyal person. But people change. But at the same time, I don't know if
Did you
I
make
would
it?
trust him.
I can hear you.
Huh?
What did you say, Jake?
How far did Elizabeth make it in the last game?
Not that far.
What was your placement?
That's fine.
I was dragged at 4, so.
Okay.
Dragged at 4. Okay.
Mhm.
That-
So either Ben, Elizabeth, or Chloe, do any of you have a totem? Would you be honest and say if you did?
I do not.
I don't have one. I don't know about anyone else, but
I'm
I
pretty
don't have one.
silent there.
Ben,
Ben,
Ben, you are being shady.
Really shady.
Exactly my point. That is exactly my point. This is how
I
the
think we're ready to
whole
vote. What do you
drama
guys
with
think?
Jeff started in the first place.
I think we're ready to vote.
Are we sticking with?
Honor,
Yeah.
are we sticking with what we were doing?
I'm cool with that.
Okay. I'm
All
down.
right. Sounds like it's time to vote. Please mute and send me your votes. Thanks. Okay. The votes are in and they have been tallied. 2 totems were played during this vote, and they landed on the same subject, which blocked 4 votes. The person with the most votes who will be entering quarantine is Ben. Ben, thanks for playing. If you would like to stay on the jury,
Bro.
you can stay on the call.
Good play. Ella.
Please mute your video and your audio. Thank you for playing. One moment as I set up the next thing. Okay, I'm back. Final 7, congratulations on making it this far. It's time to bring back another classic. It's Wheel of Chance again. Once again, you have the chance to either spin or not spin. If you don't spin, you are going to tribal council like usual. If you do spin, you can either become immune, receive a totem, start tribal with 1 vote against you, or lose your vote at this tribal council. Please send me a message saying, would you like to spin or not? Thank you. All right, I've spun for everybody. Has everybody, I guess, if you have spun and you didn't hear from me, quickly just send me a message and tell me, but I'm pretty sure I got everyone. Great. 1 person received immunity from spinning the wheel, and that was Anna. Congratulations, Anna, you are immune at the coming tribal council. Everyone else is fair game. It's time to head to camp. It's just going to be released to wherever you were at the end of the last session. Feel free to move around.
Yeah, Anna and potentially Lauren. I'm wondering about an all-girls
And
alliance.
Sophie would come with us too.
All-girls alliance. We could get.
Let's
we
do it.
We even have enough votes to split them between Jake and Gary, if we had to. The only thing.
Do it. Please do it.
Did you spin and did you lose your vote?
No,
Okay. That's the main
I have
concern.
my vote.
Okay. Yeah, because we could potentially split the votes and then get one of them out.
And I have a little wiggle room. I want to say this really fast before somebody comes on, but I have an idol if I need to play it.
Okay. That's good to know.
So I just wanted
Okay.
to let you know because
Yeah, that's helpful.
we
Because
can put our brains together.
the main thing is if we could somehow deduce what Jake and Gary have to know if they like lost a vote or go to vote against them or have an idol, because that's helpful.
Yeah.
Ideally, they both don't have an idol, but I think we need to move to the other room so we don't get targeted.
Okay, let's go.
Looks like.
Which one is it? The jungle?
Yeah, it looks like it. Well,
Okay.
there you go. I had one of those last time. Chloe and I joked about jumping over into the other.
Spy nest.
Cool.
Either of you guys spin? Did either of you guys spin?
Yes, I spun.
Ben?
Did you get anything? What
I'm not
happened?
gonna tell you that.
You're not going to tell you. So you got a totem because if you didn't get immunity,
Or I got an extra vote against me, or I lost my vote. I don't really want you to know any of those things.
What about you? Did you spin?
me?
Me?
Chloe, yeah.
Boy.
No, I didn't spin.
You didn't spin.
What about
I'm
you
too
guys?
scared.
Anna spun.
I didn't spin.
Fun.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Gary didn't spin.
No, I didn't spin.
People didn't spin here.
I didn't spin.
So Sophie and Chloe, are you guys like gonna have each other till the end?
I don't think so.
Did
We
you play?
haven't talked at all, so I don't know.
Yeah, we literally have not talked like the
But you
whole
guys
day.
are sisters, right? Isn't
Yeah,
that what
but we
I heard?
haven't been on the same tribe at all. Like we haven't been on the same tribe.
I mean, you've been
Elizabeth.
on the same tribe your whole life.
Oh,
Hey, Elizabeth, did you play a totem for yourself, or did somebody play it for you, or both?
Yeah, what happened with that?
I definitely played a totem for myself.
So
But-
somebody else played one for you too.
Chloe,
Potentially.
Did you play
I
it?
didn't- obviously, I didn't know someone was going to play a totem
Did
for
I
me.
play
or
a
else I would have played
totem?
mine.
I didn't play a totem.
Because Chloe said she didn't have one. So then Ben must have played
So
a totem
Ben must have played one.
for Elizabeth.
But why would he play it against Elizabeth?
Well, he wouldn't have played it for Elizabeth because Elizabeth was the one that trying to vote him out. So it was either Chloe or
Yeah. So.
Why would Chloe do that either? I mean,
because you guys have been in the same
Well,
tribe.
you guys have been on the same tribe the whole time, right?
I didn't play one for Elizabeth. I don't know who did, but I didn't.
somebody.
So you can
Hey,
take
Jake,
it or leave
Sophie,
it.
and
I don't
Lauren.
really care.
Do you guys want to go to a different room? Jake, Sophie, Lauren, you want to go to a different room, the four of us?
Or
Yeah,
I could propose that all the ladies go to a different room. No? Woman power?
I think we can do that.
We go to the beach and bathe ourselves without the men.
I've never talked before.
Yeah, some of us haven't talked. I've never talked to Lauren or Sophie by themselves.
Y'all want to go to the beach then?
Hmm.
Okay, let's go.
So the ladies are breaking off, huh?
Sophie, are you going? Lauren, are you going?
No, it doesn't look like anybody else went. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
Elizabeth and
We've been together the entire time.
This
So-
is just more secure right now.
We have to take Elizabeth out, right?
Anna's the one that played that totem. I know she's lying. There's no way. It was definitely Anna.
Oh, Anna?
It was definitely Anna. She's been with Elizabeth the entire time.
I think so too. I think
For last-
we're going to have these like conversations with like around her
Yeah.
because she's definitely playing both sides.
She did not want to play Elizabeth the last time, and she totally did not want to vote her. So she was like, as soon as I tried to get her to vote with me and Gary against Elizabeth so that she could prove herself. But Lauren, you suggested that she voted for Ben, which was fine.
I
But
suggested it just because we needed.
yeah, which is fine. No, completely fine.
It worked out, yeah.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
feeling what you're saying.
The four of
I
us-
was wondering why she saved me in the immunity chain, but maybe it's so that she could bounce between both.
Oh yeah, I think she's definitely
If she
playing
knew
both
Elizabeth
sides.
had a totem and we would go
Yeah.
for her, then it would make sense.
And you have immunity, then we can determine, like, so they're going to lose someone no matter what. We cannot go, and then
I
it's
think-
3-on-3, and we could sway Lauren. I feel certain.
Yeah, should we go get Lauren right now?
She told them she wasn't going to move, but I say we don't vote her. I think it doesn't matter where we put our votes because the only because it's either going to be, it'll come to a tie, but it'll be between them anyway, so they're going to have to settle it because we can play both of our totems.
Are you gonna play him?
Yeah, I think we have to, Chloe.
I mean, I pretty much showed my
I'm gonna play
cards.
it for me.
Yeah, you play for you and I'll play mine for me. I mean, potentially, Chloe, you wouldn't have to, but if they then put votes on you, thinking, because I told them I spun, so I think they're
Yeah.
gonna think I have a
They're
totem.
not gonna tell me anything anymore. I'm fine with voting out
But we
Jake
could
or
get, I
Gary.
think we could maybe sway Lauren. The problem is I haven't talked to her, so it could be that she's targeting me. And
Lauren said she would want to align with me when she was on the other tribe after we swapped and we had an alliance. So I
Okay.
think, but I don't know, Chloe. I don't feel like Sophie's going to go with us.
but see, I think we have to get one of the
Yeah,
votes
I
out
don't
right
like
now.
I think
If
so
we-
too.
It doesn't matter.
Close
So
with Jake.
I think we put our votes on Jake because he's targeting me.
Yeah, I'm fine
And
with
he's
that.
smart.
It doesn't matter if he plays an idol, it'll still be between.
Vote for me.
Yeah, I would play your totem on yourself right now just
I
in case.
would play it because I
Yeah.
feel like they
Should
wouldn't vote for me because since Anna saved me, I think
It's gonna be either me or you.
that.
Sophie. You're safe. They're not gonna vote you out because you're sister. But
Right.
they're gonna vote
I don't know about that.
Elizabeth.
I don't know, Anna,
Only one person.
Anna sounded like she was pretty upset with Sophie during the last
Yeah,
chats.
for
Yeah.
sure.
That's
I don't know
Uh-oh.
about that.
All right.
Going Elizabeth, and if something crazy comes to light during tribal, we'll switch to Anna. But Plan A is definitely
Okay, but do we think we could? Do we think we could pull Chloe in?
we couldn't do Anna. We couldn't do Anna because Anna's immune. So if
immune.
we just have to vote, we have to vote
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. See you over there.
See you guys.
They're still strategizing.
Mhm.
I bet Elizabeth has a totem.
Yeah, but we need to be. Are you, Gary? Are you playing your totem for yourself? Oh, never mind.
That was interesting.
Hey, welcome to Tribal Council.
Where's Chloe?
What up, everyone? I've got a
Did you just
feeling that there's a
request
lot
unmute
that
me?
needs to be said. Reminder that Anna is immune for this Tribal Council. Everybody else is fair game. The floor is yours. You're not going to have all day, though.
Quick question.
Yes.
Did you just request to unmute me? Was I supposed to do or say something?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Anna, did you play a totem for Elizabeth last round?
I did.
Yeah. Called that.
I wanted to get Ben out. Here's the thing. I didn't trust Ben. I wanted to go with the plan. I really did. I voted with the group, and I really wanted Ben to go.
It's fine.
I support that decision.
I should have
because
just
they
voiced
wanted
it
to
more
turn
when
on
we were
any-
talking, but I just really didn't feel comfortable. I thought he was going to come for me, and I know
He
he
would've
flipped
turned
on
on
us
you.
at Avery
So I
with the
support
Avery
that
vote. So
decision.
And we
Okay.
did agree that you would vote for Ben.
what'd you say, Lauren?
We did agree that you would vote for Ben.
You voted for who you were supposed to vote for, so I'm not mad at you for that. I just wanted to know if you played a totem.
Yeah, that's true.
I did. I felt nervous about Ben with his flip. Obviously he flipped. Sophie's saying she didn't flip that one vote. I felt nervous about him. Maybe I should have trusted you guys.
Because it seemed like you were kind of still on the fence about who you were trusting. Like, what made you change your mind about that?
About you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jake trusts you. So Lauren trusts you. We were all together at the beginning. I mean, honestly, when I said, let's just forget it, let bygones be bygones, I meant that. I mean,
Yeah, just wondering.
I want to work with you, Sophie. I just felt a little confused about who flipped, and it was so fast right after we formed that alliance. And
Yeah.
One
Lauren,
thing I want to point out is that the way that the Final Four is formatted, there's no way I'm going to make it past that, you guys. Like, I'm definitely going to get dragged or voted out at 4. So it'd be smarter to just take me with you rather than get rid of me now. I can't win my way to the Final 2.
you could.
No, I can't. At Final 4, I cannot. Unless Alex has changed the rules, I will get dragged at Final 4.
You could have.
someone dragged someone at Final Four.
You can't win immunity, and so whoever gets voted out gets to pick who gets dragged out at 4.
Oh.
I basically have no shot at winning. It'd be smart to take me.
Are you guys?
I say we stick with the plan.
Well, I'm feeling a little weird because Gary's like, well, the 4 of us, let's go talk. So I'm feeling like I was part of that plan, and now I feel like you guys are going with something else.
Okay, you were a part of that plan, and then you're like, "Oh, let's do the girls." So that makes me,
You left the beach. You went to the beach.
me and Gary feel real great. I'm trying to.
I mean, it's pretty obvious there are more of us than you guys, but I want to talk to some of the ladies. I haven't got to talk to them before.
She also came to the beach after Gary said, let's 4 go talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, let's go to the beach after Gary singled the 4 of you out. So you can't use that as an excuse as to why Anna would go.
I don't know what my
not?
other option would be. You guys wanted to talk together.
You could have said, "Hey, can I come?" I would have been like, "Yeah." We totally would have. We totally thought you played that totem for her, and I blatantly asked you right before that totem was played. "Hey, Anna, do you have a totem?" And you didn't say yes.
I was trying to be
Well,
sneaky.
and-
I can't do it. It's
The
obviously
reason
not
I
like
sug-
my
They have
DNA.
a totem or not. That's
The reason
now
I
you know
suggested
I literally
those
cannot
4.
lie. So there
Anna,
you
the reason
go.
I suggested those 4 and didn't include you is because you're immune on this one. So we needed you to be part of that other group.
Okay, that makes sense.
Does it? I don't know about that.
Okay, time's up. It's time to vote. Everybody, please mute. Reminder that I muted myself out of instinct. I don't know. Anna is immune. You cannot vote for her. Everybody else is fair game. Please send me your votes. Okay, the votes are in and they have been tallied. 3 totems were played. 1 blocked 0, another blocked 0, and another blocked 4. The person with the most votes who will be entering quarantine is Jake. Thank you for playing. Please mute your audio and your video and join the jury.
Elizabeth out.
And everybody else, it's time for a quick break. So please take a breather, get a drink, use the restroom, do whatever you need to do. See you in a few minutes. All right, that looks like a final 6 to me. Congratulations to the final 6 on making it to the final 6. The next challenge is called Majority Rules. Everybody will be asked a question, and everybody will then send me your answer. And your goal is to vote with the majority. So if what your answer is lines up with the majority of people, then you're still in the game. If your answer is in the minority of people, then you're eliminated from the game. When only 2 people are remaining, those 2 will be immune at the next tribal council. Does that make sense? This may end up being pretty short. It could be like 2 rounds. If it's a split, then we'll just, nobody's eliminated and we'll do a different question. Great. Any questions? Awesome. All right. Remember to send your response in a chat. The first question is, which player on the jury had the best chance of winning? All right. The responses are in, and the majority answer was Jake, which means that Lauren, Elizabeth, Gary, and Sophie are still in the game. The other 2 players are eliminated from winning this challenge. So the remaining 4, Lauren, who is it again? Lauren, Elizabeth, Gary, and Sophie. Your next question is, which remaining player has gotten the luckiest? Okay, this round was a 2-2 split. 2 people chose Elizabeth and 2 people chose Sophie. Means that nobody's eliminated. Next question. Which remaining player will win Quarantine Island? Send me the message in chat, and you want to be in the majority. We've got another 2-2 split. 2 people chose Elizabeth, 2 people chose Lauren. Next question. Guys, don't make me run out of questions. Which remaining player is the hardest to trust in the game? All right, we've got a majority that time. 3 people chose Elizabeth. And those 3 people were Lauren, Gary, and Elizabeth. Sophie, sorry, you've been eliminated. Still looking for a majority. Which player on the jury was lucky to have made it as far as they did? Okay, everybody voted in the majority. So, next question. Which remaining player thinks they're playing better than they really are? Okay, we have a majority. 2 people selected Sophie, and those 2 people are Elizabeth and Gary. Elizabeth and Gary are both immune at this next final tribal. Well, it's not the final tribal. It's just a tribal. And this is the final 6, which means this is the final round. The totems can be played as well. So, same drill as usual. I'll send you back to your breakout rooms. You'll have a few minutes to strategize, and then it's time for tribal. I'm opening rooms.
Get her to vote with us or vote to? Yeah, I mean, it has to be Lauren or Sophie.
Who do you think they're going to target? Me or Anna or Anna?
I think
Anna or
They might go for me.
if we can
Can I
get.
go?
Do you think Sophie has a totem?
I don't
might
know.
have an idol. I think she
I won't-
might.
Can I? I'm gonna go over to the jungle.
Yeah, you do that. You could just tell us what to vote. Because it doesn't. I mean, we can tie it no matter what.
That's where I was before.
Yeah,
You're
you
a
just
mole.
automatically go where you were.
No, seriously, that's just where I was.
Yeah, but you're a mole. They sent you over here to find out what we're doing.
No, they didn't. Chloe and Elizabeth are tight.
Well, and you're saying you're not tight with Elizabeth after playing a totem for her?
I'm telling you, the only reason I did that was because I felt so just weird about Ben. I know we were splitting the votes. I should have just come out and said, can we vote Ben? But Jake was so intent on getting Elizabeth. So I followed through on the Ben vote. I did. I mean,
You did.
I hope you guys know I'm loyal to that, but I just felt this thing in my stomach about Ben. I should have just told you guys. Obviously, I'm not sneaky, so I can't lie.
So you said you wanted to be sneaky. You said whenever we asked you, why didn't you tell us? You said, because I wanted to be sneaky.
Yes, I did, obviously, but it didn't work. So it can't be. So now you know I can't tell you anything that's not true.
Yeah.
So can you tell us right now you would vote for Elizabeth in this tribal right now?
I would, but she's immune.
She's immune, right? So what do we do?
I mean, I don't know. What are you guys thinking?
Also, if anyone has any totems, this is the last round to play it. So
I can't imagine. Yeah, there are that many of them out there left.
Yeah, because there were 3 played last tribal council.
And I didn't get
I
one.
played
I
mine.
spun. I spun and got immune.
Hey.
Hey.
I think Chloe's coming too because she was alone in the room. So
I don't know if she has a totem.
yeah, I don't know. That's what you're talking about is who has totems?
Yeah.
Yeah, does anybody?
Because we know 3 people played them last time.
Yeah.
One of them was you, but we don't know who the other 2 people were.
Yeah, I played one. I had one from the very first spin, and I played it last time, but it canceled no votes apparently.
So someone else played a totem other than the 2 of us.
It wasn't me this time. I'm telling you, I had immune. Remember I spun?
I went festival. I played that second one. That was me.
Didn't you say that you didn't have an idol though?
Yeah, I lied.
I have,
Sorry.
but didn't. Why would you tell?
But obviously, I'm not going to tell you if I'm an idol if I'm getting targeted.
I mean,
And
no
if
one has
I
told
was.
anyone that they had idols. When Gary had one, he didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell. I mean, no one
So
had.
which one was that?
Actually, my people on the red team when I switched over, they all knew I had a totem.
We all
from
knew.
very early
Okay.
on.
I wasn't there. I never got to play with you,
Right.
Gary.
And so Chloe, just that it is a good way to get votes to be not cast for you is to let people know you have a totem. Then you don't even have to worry about people casting votes. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to let people know that you've got it.
Well, unless she hasn't
Not
made
always.
her mind on when to play it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I honestly, when I let the other team or the other tribe know that I had it, it basically eliminated me from even being in consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wasn't even considered for those
So
2
wait,
votes.
you're saying you told your alliance about your idol?
I think
Or you told
He's
the
trying
entire
to get
tribe?
people to tell their secrets, Chloe.
He did.
That's what he's trying to convince you that's a good strategic move if you have an idol to tell him you have the idol. Because he wants to know where they should put their votes.
No one has an idol right
Well, I
now,
don't have
right?
one. Obviously, I played
Chloe
my own.
just played an idol. You just played an idol. I just played an idol. So
And I spun immune the second time, so there's no way I could have an idol.
I can't imagine that. Yeah, that anybody has an idol right now.
So what are you guys talking about here then?
were
Before
talking about-
Chloe and I got here.
They think that you, me, and Chloe are aligned, but I'm telling him, you guys were together. I'm not. I'm just got put in the beach.
Yeah.
I came back here as soon as I could.
And I understand your feelings about Ben, and we did agree to vote that way.
I just got nervous about Ben. He was freaking me out with his.
Sophie, Lauren, who are we voting for? We got to figure it out in 50 seconds.
I think the original plan. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't be me.
I mean, are you willing to talk about who you guys are voting for?
Yeah.
Because
I mean-
me and Chloe are being honest. We don't have idols.
Like, I don't know. I feel like that would there would not really be a point in doing that.
I mean, I want to work with you guys. We could have 4 too.
I thought you knew who we
No,
were.
I don't know at all. What's going on? I came over. Gary says I'm a mole. You want to talk to me? I mean, if you don't include me, you're at 3-3. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Tribal Council. Your favorite place in the whole world. The floor is open.
I mean, Lauren, are you going to vote for me? I had your back. I don't know who you guys are voting for, but I want to work with you.
Was your plan to save me so that you could bounce back and forth?
No, not at all. I wanted to work with you from the beginning. We had our alliance. We had an alliance with Sophie, Jake, Ben, and Avery. And we were good. And Sophie and Ben, or I don't know. I'm not talking about that. I trust Sophie now. But Ben went.
Validate her story.
So
when she came to Blue, we asked for intel, and she said that she had an alliance with you, Lauren.
I mean, I know you said you wanted to work with me on my side. I'm down to work with you, Lauren. I'm not a mole.
I feel you.
I obviously, if I was trying to be a mole, I'm the worst possible mole ever because I told you I played that totem immediately. I cracked under pressure. I can't lie. I mean, whenever I lie, I do this. So it's.
Well, I guess because potentially you guys are trying to play roads on Chloe, or I don't know, but Sophie's still here too, who is Chloe's sister, and it seems hard. It seems a little tricky to let them both get to the final 5. So I mean, I would be down to
work together the whole game. We haven't
been on the same track together, but who knows? Maybe you have a deep secret alliance, and when you get to 5, you're gonna.
I mean, Lauren, what are you thinking?
What were you guys thinking when you guys were?
When which guys?
Jungle, the beach.
Yeah, whenever you guys were at the beach.
Me and Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about getting rid of you, Sophie.
Okay.
So Sophie and Lauren, you know, the 3 of us, it's pretty obvious are pretty tight and stuck together. So I'm going to leave it up to the 2 of you. I mean, because it's either Anna or Chloe. Which one of the 2 do you want to vote off? I'll leave it up to you guys.
Or you could do something totally different, Lauren, and vote out Sophie.
I'm gonna go for Chloe.
Lauren?
It's a blood battle here.
No hard feelings. No hard feelings.
Sophie, was that you who just said that you were going to go for your sister?
Yeah.
I still love you, Sophie.
I feel like Chloe and Elizabeth are too tight.
Can I ask a question. Are you in the same house right now?
Yes, we are. We're in like totally different rooms. We can't hear each other.
Okay, I'm just curious about
Yeah, she's downstairs in the house.
Now at final 6.
Is that okay?
Level 5 challenge is Battle Royale.
Lauren, what are you thinking?
I'm not sure. I'm not counting the fact that you guys are in the same house against you, by the way. Like, I was just curious as to like how.
We're just curious. That's okay.
What about?
Well, and Lauren, you know, from the perspective that blood is thicker than water, we really do need to split the 2 of them up. And so if this is an opportunity, if Sophie's truly going to vote for her, we probably need to join her and vote off Chloe.
So you guys want to vote for Chloe?
Yeah, I'm going for Chloe.
Sophie, get the other sister out.
I mean,
I mean, it just
It's
depends
fine.
on
I don't have her feelings.
It depends on
I
who
just want to go to the vote.
more.
All right, time to vote. Everybody, please mute up and send me the chat with your vote. This is a reminder that this is the last round totems can be used. So if you've got one and you don't play it this round, it'll be a nice souvenir, a nice digital souvenir to take home. Okay, the votes are in and they have been tallied. One totem was played and it blocked 2 votes. The person who has received the most votes and will be entering quarantine and joining the jury is Sophie. Sophie, thanks for playing. Well done. Please mute your video and audio and stay on the call if you'd like to be a member of the jury. Everybody else, stay muted, and we'll move on to the next thing.
Sorry, you know me well enough, Alex, to know I had to get a full beer.
Fair enough. Okay, time for the final 5 immunity challenge. This challenge is a word puzzle. Just like the last one, in a minute, I will drop this in chat. You guys can all open it up. But please don't start working on it until I say go. So the way this is going to work, or the way it's going to look, is this is going to be like an uneditable Google Doc with a series of blanks and then all of your eligible letters, right? And so you can't edit the actual Google Doc, but however else, other than like, I don't know if there's a way to cheat on this by typing these things into the internet or not, but you can use like pen and paper if you want. You can use a different like notepad on your computer or whatever. But you have to take these letters and make them form a phrase with the number of like letters and words that are the blanks. It'll be clear when you see it, right? And also I'm going to, every 60 seconds, randomly add a letter to that Google Doc, like a completed letter in its place, so that this doesn't potentially take all night. Fair enough. When you think that you have it, go ahead and unmute and tell me that you have it, and then read the phrase. And if you've got it right, you win. If you got it wrong, game continues.
First one done.
Yep, the winner, first one done, wins immunity. There will just be 1 immunity this round. Any questions?
So we're basically trying to unscramble a phrase.
Yeah, effectively, yeah.
Okay.
It's like Chloe, the Outlast ones, where there were like the blanks on the board and you had to.
The one that I was terrible at.
Yeah, everyone was terrible at them though. I've got to feel when I make word puzzles, I make them too hard. And so this one's probably going to be too hard too. Okay, I'm going to drop it in the chat. Again, Jerry, feel free to play it. But for the love of God, if you put the answer in the chat, I don't even know what. You're done. Fully done. Please make this fun for everyone. Okay, I'm going to drop it in the chat. You can click on the link. When you have the link open, give me a thumbs up.
Don't start on it yet.
All right, everybody's got it open. This challenge starts now. First individual to complete this puzzle will be immune at final 5. We've got a 3-letter word, a 10-letter word, a 2-letter word, a 5-letter word, and a 4-letter word. And if you're familiar with Survivor or Outlast puzzles, you know that this is relevant to the game. Every 60 seconds, I will randomly add a letter to that document you're working off of in its correct place. All right, the first correct letter is there on the doc. There's another letter. Another letter is in. Another letter is in. And another letter.
I think I know it.
What's your guess?
Not vulnerable at final 5.
Congratulations, Elizabeth. That is true for you. You are not vulnerable at final 5. Congratulations on winning immunity. That means everybody else is fair game. Elizabeth, you finished that in just a little over 5 minutes. Congratulations. All right. Time to head back to camp. This will be another pretty quick one, and then we'll head to Tribal Council.
Wait, invulnerable, and then that wasn't enough, or that was too many letters, and I was like, it has to be vulnerable.
That was hard.
I hate those
I
puzzles.
didn't do anything. It was really
Yeah, I kept like writing letters and then like scribbling them out.
and like erasing them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even close.
I got off track somewhere. I had unbeatable as the
Well,
tender word, and then
I
I
figured
don't know.
out final early, but then I thought it was like final vote, and then I was having trouble with that. But then once I got final 5, yeah, I like reasoned it out. Anyways, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Elizabeth and Anna, do you want to go to the beach?
Lauren, do you want to come with us?
I'll come with you.
Sorry, Gary, I haven't got to talk to Lauren all game.
Mm-hmm. Well, Chloe.
Do you want to move?
Yeah, take me to the beach too. Why not?
Welcome to the beach.
We were bathing, Gary, on the beach. No.
Yeah, right. So.
I'm sorry, when I said that, I didn't realize it was just you left there. That
Uh-huh.
was really
Yeah,
mean.
thanks.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks.
I feel like we got off on the wrong foot, Gary. We never really got to talk ever, and now we're just, I don't know what's going on with
Yeah.
us.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's obvious you and Elizabeth have quite a bond between the two of you. So, it's all good. It's all good.
I mean,
So-
if I did have something with Elizabeth, wouldn't I have taken her first on the immunity chain? I didn't even vote for Elizabeth on there.
Yeah, I was
I
up
picked
for
Lauren.
vote. I was up for the vote that time.
Yeah, I picked Lauren.
You're trying to just get some allegiance from the other side.
No, honestly,
You two are
Lauren and I
solid.
had an alliance from the very beginning at the Red Tribe. And we're it. Me and Lauren are left from
All
that.
right. So why don't you, Anna, Lauren, and me go to a different room?
Okay.
Okay. Where are we going?
Yeah. Hey, Alex, take us to whatever room you can take
Oh,
us
yeah,
to.
you
Lauren, Gary, and
That's really
Anna.
mean because Gary can't move himself.
Anna,
Oh,
I forgot.
Anna and I will go to camp, and then if you just meet us at camp, if Alex can move you there.
okay.
All right. Perfect. Hey, Alex, move me to camp, please.
Okay, what's the plan?
I mean, my ideal was to vote out Gary.
Well, I wanted to, but I feel like they're gonna vote out me now because Gary's gonna be like,
I don't think so. Anna knows the plan. So at the very worst, we have me, you, and Anna to vote out Gary.
okay,
I think she just feels like stuck with them.
yeah. Well,
I
it is
don't-
kind of an uncomfortable position that
She's like right in the middle. Yeah, it's hard. But I definitely think she knows to vote out Gary. I mean, it could be, but I think she'll stick with you and me because that was our
should I
plan all
not
along.
be nervous?
I mean, you definitely have to be nervous because it's probably either you or Gary. But I think the main thing is will Lauren vote with us, but it's tricky because I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I think Anna will vote with us and vote out Gary. She's in a really weird spot though, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what connection she has with Gary. So I don't know. I mean, you can jump over there and see.
No, it's not.
If you want to go for Chloe, I'm down. I don't know.
Well, what was your guys' plan? What were you guys going to do?
We didn't have a plan. I mean, honestly, after Ben and Sophie flipped that one vote on our alliance, I just felt like I couldn't really trust Ben or Sophie. So that's as far as I thought.
Okay.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey. So Gary?
Oh.
Okay, so what's the plan? Is it me or is it?
I mean, it's really up to you guys because Chloe and I are the old blue. I mean, Gary was old blue, but he didn't stay with us for long.
I mean, Lauren, it is a chance that Gary would flip back with them because it would be 3 blue, 2 red with us.
There's a chance that Gary would do what?
Wait, you think he's going to do that right now? Because I can
No.
tell you for a fact, I really don't think that's going to
Oh,
happen.
he's trying to help you out here.
Oh.
He's the only.
Wait, what's going on? I don't know.
Gary wants to vote you, Chloe, and I'm just saying, I think Lauren and Gary have something.
Yeah.
But I'm nervous, Lauren, that Gary might go back with Elizabeth or Chloe. Do you think he's going to stay with you?
I think he would. I honestly do. But what are we wanting to do? Why did moderator Jen just type?
Yeah, why'd she say Chloe?
Oh, very good. Voting out Chloe, Jen? No.
We only have a little bit, so what are we doing?
I'm voting for Gary.
Chloe and I can go, yeah, we can go somewhere else. You guys can talk this out. We'll go.
Yeah, you guys can talk. We'll go.
You guys are voting Gary.
We can't move. Sorry. Yeah, we'll probably vote Gary. I can't move, unfortunately.
Sorry.
But, I mean, we have
Gary's all alone.
Yeah, he's somewhere. That's why we came here, because we saw that you weren't with him.
You know the drill by now. We're nearing the completion of this game. The floor is yours.
All right.
All right. Well, you all have a lot of reasons to get rid of me, but you also have a lot of reasons to keep me around. So the reasons to get rid of me are, it's the all girl thing, girl power. I get that. The millennial thing. I get that. So, but the reason to keep me around would be that you'll all kick my butt at the end, because you definitely can beat me in the finals, because your jury is all a jury of your peers, not of my peers. And so they'll all vote for you. So that's all I have to say.
I'm going to say something to Anna specifically. Just speaking from our previous, I don't even know if we like talked about an alliance or whatever, but I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But I'm basically just saying, like, I would go far with you if you would take me, because I mean, I have nothing to lose right now. So I'm just basically like saying, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but if I don't say anything, I'm going to be going. But if I do, I don't know. I'm just talking out of my butt right now. So just. But that's my best plea right now.
I think it's up to you and Lauren. What you guys think is best for your games.
To me, Gary, you seem pretty likable. I never got to play with you, so I don't really know, what your style is, or, we were never, on the same tribe. So I feel like we don't really know each other that well.
Well, your decision now is not about who to get rid of, but who to keep around, who you think you could ultimately beat in the end. And when you get to the final four, apparently from I wasn't there, but apparently from previous episodes, you're pretty much left a chance to a degree. And there aren't too many opportunities to prove your value at that point. So you're now picking who you think you can beat probably as much as who you think should be gone. So that's up to you. Again, I'm obviously the oldest guy here. And the jury is I don't think there's anybody other than myself over even the age of 30 in the game. So, yeah, I think you're going to win the votes of whomever, if it's up against me or anybody else. So, and Lauren, my loyalty. I think I proved that in an earlier alliance with you by putting myself up on the chopping block and not taking either you or the other tribe mates along. So.
Okay, it's time to vote. Please mute up and send me your votes. Okay, the votes are in and they have been tallied. No totems because they're not allowed anymore. The person with the most votes who will be entering quarantine is Gary. Thank you for playing. Please mute audio and video. And if you'd like to be on the jury, stay on the call.
Good luck, everybody. Lauren, I'm pulling for you.
Okay. Final four. Folks, there were a total of 6 women in this game, and 4 of them made it to the final 4. It's pretty sick. Well done. Okay. I'll just go ahead and tell you what's going to happen next here, and then I'll send you to camp. The final 4 is a unique round in Quarantine Island, a la Sequester. This is pulled right from them. There's no challenge or twist in Final 4. It'll just be a straight up vote for this next round. But the twist is this. The person that is voted out here at Final 4 will then drag with them another player, eliminating them as well, and therefore creating the final 2 right there. So you have to be careful about who you're voting for, because not only are you eliminating somebody here, but you're also choosing who is going to choose the next player to be eliminated, and thereby create the final 2. There'll be no deliberation or anything after the vote. The person that's voted out will just right then choose the last player eliminated and the final member of the jury. Does that make sense?
Can you remind us what happens in a tie?
If it is a tie, thank you, Elizabeth. If it's a 2-2 tie, both of those players will be eliminated, and there won't be any dragging. There won't be a revote or anything. Just the 2 players that have 2 votes are both out. Any questions?
What if it's a 1-1-1 tie?
If it's a 1-1-1-1 tie, great question. I'll say try again. I don't know. If it's a 1-1-1-1 tie, then all 4 of you are eliminated and no one wins. I don't know. If that happens, then we'll deal with it then, but I can't imagine a world where that happens. Any other questions?
So if we tie, we don't re-vote at all.
Correct. The 2 players with the 2 votes are both gone.
Okay.
But you have a chance to go to camp and talk things through before we go straight to tribal. So I'll go ahead and open the rooms. This is your last time to spend time at camp before the end game. Opening rooms.
Congrats, you guys.
Yes, way to go, ladies.
Woo. Is this the first time ever on Survivor or Quarantine Island? Final 4. Lauren, I'm sorry about Gary. I just thought if you got, I really wanted to go with it, but I really thought he was going to drag me out.
I feel you. I did not vote for Gary, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, my main thing was I wanted it to be all girls. It's pretty straightforward.
It's pretty cool.
Gary definitely sacrificed himself early on, so I really respected that. So
he gave himself up for the vulnerability.
Yeah.
Ah, that's cool.
And didn't pull anybody else, and
yeah,
that's cool.
So that was my thoughts on that. But
well,
now Are we
Yeah, we got to figure this out. I don't know if we want to have like two talks or if we all just want to talk it out as 4. I mean,
I'm good with whatever.
it's kind of tricky because I've been loyal in a sense to all of you throughout this whole thing. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us have ever voted for each other.
Mm-mm.
So that's tricky.
It is.
Lauren and I voted for Ben on the vote for you, Elizabeth. I felt like we were doing that on purpose. I don't know that's what I felt like you were doing, Lauren, to try, because you said, hey, let's both vote with Ben. We'll split the votes. So I was thinking maybe you were pulling for Elizabeth, but over
Yeah,
Ben.
that was part of my thought process with that is that I knew you and Elizabeth had talked too. So if there was a chance of the 3 of us, maybe getting together, like let's see what could happen.
Yeah.
And then obviously you played the idol and it worked out that way. But
Yeah, we played 2 idols. I don't know. I mean, I think we just have to do what we think is best for for our own game. This is a hard spot.
yeah.
Yeah.
It could be a 1-1 tie. We'll see.
That'd be crazy.
I don't know. I don't know if we want to split up or I don't know. I mean, I would love to go to the final 2. I would like to not be dragged out this time, but I understand if you get rid of me. I don't want to go though, so.
Same.
I don't know.
Here's my verdict on a 1-1-1-1 tie. If it's a
Okay.
1-1-1-1 tie, we'll re-vote. Everybody can vote again. If it's still a 1-1-1-1 tie, then I'm just gonna spin a wheel.
Okay.
And whoever
We're not gonna do that. We'll figure something out. I mean, unless it accidentally happened.
You're like the voice of God or something, Alex. You're not. You're talking to us.
Meh.
Okay, well, do we want to split or I don't know.
I feel like that'll be easier than chatting here. I mean, that way we can each maybe talk to each other.
Yeah, we can do groups
Yeah.
of 2.
Yeah. Well, I can go to the beach, or where are we right now? Jungle. I'll go to the beach and then someone can just join me there.
I'll join you
Okay.
on the beach.
Okay.
I mean, Chloe,
Okay.
I'm nervous about those 2. They've won.
I know too. I was hoping that you would talk to me because I really think that we need to get them out. Because if either one of them goes to the final, they're gonna win.
I mean, do you want to, if either of us gets voted, do you want to say we won't drag each other?
Sure, that's fine.
I'd be fine saying I won't drag you.
I'll do that. I'll do the same for you.
Okay.
So I thought there was no shot that I would make it this far again. So
I don't know. I was kind of thinking Chloe and just letting her drag.
Decide.
I feel like she would drag you because you guys seem tight. So it would end up being me or Anna.
yeah, I would be okay with voting Chloe. I mean, I think she might also drag me, but
I just don't know what she's thinking at all.
yeah, I don't either. I don't even know that Chloe knows what she's thinking. So,
I don't know.
but I definitely don't feel right voting. Like I don't think I could vote Anna out.
I
So
don't feel right voting you out, and then
yeah, and I don't want to vote you out either. So I feel like it has to be Chloe, and then Chloe just drags someone.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling.
So he's
So-
closing this. I'm gonna go
so-
quickly to. Oh, we can't. He's closing.
Yeah, darn it.
It could be a tie, but hopefully, I think that maybe we can get it to Anna. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess at worst it would be Anna. I don't think she would vote for me. I'm trying to think if they would, and I don't think Chloe. Well, then it would be two to you and 2 to Chloe. That would be unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Anna will put her vote on Chloe. We didn't get it. We should have, I guess, talked to her. But I just didn't know how to split it because then one person's left by themselves, basically. You know, it's
Yeah. I was hoping that we get a chance so I could talk to Anna about maybe doing Chloe, but
yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah. We'll see when we get back because we're gonna be at 4 here.
yeah. And we'll see when we all air it out what.
Yeah. I mean, they may have come to some.
Welcome for the final time to Tribal Council.
I think I need a barf bag.
I'm not as nervous as I was before we started playing.
Big vote here. Now is your last chance to talk things through before this vote.
I mean, Elizabeth and Lauren, do you guys have something from last game?
No. We do not. We all, I mean,
Are
she
you
only
guys
was
voting
in,
together?
are we voting together? We're open. I mean, I would like to avoid a tie, but
Right. That's ultimately what I want to avoid. And I definitely want to avoid a win.
I mean, are you guys voting? What did you guys talk about?
What did we talk about? Honestly, I feel sick.
Anna, just remember there are literally 0 stakes.
Yeah.
Writing on it.
I think I blacked out or something.
That's how great you've made this game, though. Like, we feel like there are stakes and we want to win. Like, all
Yeah.
of us do.
It
So,
feels real, Alex.
yeah.
Thanks.
I think, yeah.
I mean, Elizabeth and Lauren, you've both won immunities. So you guys both have that.
You want immunity?
Yeah, but I just won it by spinning the wheel. I didn't win a puzzle or anything. I don't have that under my belt.
You won totem.
But there's no more challenges.
Yeah.
I don't know. Chloe and I both sort of feel like if we were against you guys, we would lose. I think that's what we talked about.
So you're thinking one of us?
So is the jury all the people that we're looking at right now, or are there more people on the jury that we don't know?
They have to be on the call here at the end in order to be
Okay.
But
So 2 of them are Chloe's family members, although we've gathered that they're not super loyal to each other.
Yeah, but they might vote for Chloe in the end.
It's hard to say. I don't know how their sibling.
I don't know.
Dynamics are working.
It's tricky. I was trying to figure out how many blue and red there are too. I don't know. I mean, I think we have to all vote in our best interest and then go from there. And then someone will drag someone.
Okay.
To me.
That sounds like a good place to end it as any. Let's mute up and please send me your votes. Okay. The votes are in and they have been tallied. The person with the most votes who will be entering quarantine and joining the jury is Chloe. Chloe, but before you go, as you know, it is now your duty to drag somebody out of the game and make them the last member of the jury, crowning our final 2. So, who would you like to drag?
Is there
What'd you say? You lagged out.
is there an option for none of them?
Nope, you've got to drag someone. Sorry.
Oh gosh.
She got out.
I have to pick Lauren. I'm so sorry. But I had an alliance to both of them. Well, if I broke it.
Lauren, sorry, bad luck. You have been dragged out of the game, and you two.
So sorry.
Chloe, you just can't get past that final 4, can you?
I know.
And I feel like the 2 best players are in. So.
Okay, Lauren, Chloe,
It's out to both of you.
mute your video and audio. Great games. Thanks for
You're
playing.
selling yourself short, Lauren. You played
You
a
guys
great
are the
game,
best.
Chloe.
Okay, Anna and Elizabeth, go ahead and mute up. And now I will address our jury, which appears to be everybody who's still in this chat. Congratulations for everybody else who's stuck with it. We've got all the way from the first boot to the most recent people. So if you are still in the chat and are going to become a member of the jury, go ahead and unmute your video so we can see you, but keep your audio muted for now if you don't mind. Look at this squad. So proud of you guys for staying on the call. This is like my favorite part, I think I've decided, of these games, is when everybody else unmutes themselves. So our jury is made up of Avery, Nathan, Gary, Sajal, Jack, Gavin, Jake, Sophie, Chloe, Jeff, and Lauren, which means you've got a total of 11 votes up for grabs here. The person who takes home the most votes will be crowned the champion of season 2 of Quarantine Island. So the way that Final Tribal Council is going to work, Elizabeth and Anna, you both will have a chance to start by addressing the jury and sharing why you believe you should be the winner of Quarantine Island. And then it'll be an open forum for the rest of the jury to ask any questions or address the final 2 however they see fit in such a way that helps them choose who the winner will be. And then after that, everybody on the jury will send me a message in chat with who you are voting for to win. Remember, this is a vote for a winner. It's not a vote against someone. So you're going to vote for the person you think should win Quarantine Island. Any questions about how this is going down? Wonderful. Anna, how's your stomach?
Feeling a little better.
Great.
Need some LaCroix.
There you go. Okay. Anna, why don't you go first if you would care to address the jury and share with them why you think you should be the winner.
Sure. Hey, you guys. I hope there's no hard feelings. I really enjoyed getting to know all of you. I don't know anyone. The secret is I've known Elizabeth. She invited me to this, so we were together. We didn't have each other's backs going in, but I wanted to keep her safe as long as possible. We started on different tribes. I think she's a great player, so if she wins, that's great. I'm happy we're here at the final 2. I think I did play a pretty good game. My first alliance, I really was loyal to you guys. We had Avery, Jake, Lauren, and Sophie and Ben. And then Sophie and maybe Sophie. I still don't know if Sophie voted for Jeff or not, but I know Ben did. So as soon as that happened, it was like, I don't feel like I can work with Ben and Sophie anymore. I did try to trust you, Sophie, along the way, and I think we did work together for a couple votes, and I hope that was worth something. But I really did want to go with you guys. If it had come down to voting out Elizabeth or being with you guys, I would have done it. Unfortunately, Avery went out early, and then I got put on a tribe with a lot of the people that flipped on me at the first vote we had. So I was on my tribe swap with Jeff, who had flipped Sophie and Ben. And so I tried to work with them, stay loyal to our tribe. Then I can't remember what tribe swap. I think we merged after that. And it was kind of luck. Elizabeth and I ended up on that tribe the second time. So we tried to vote across tribe lines, but we never really did talk to each other alone. So we had our own alliances and we're working to, on our own. Let's see. Jake, I'm really sorry about that vote. I wanted to keep you. I really wanted to be loyal to you, but you were going after Elizabeth. And Gary, I felt like Gary was coming after me. I don't know. So I'm really sorry, Jake. I wanted to go far with you in the game. I hope there's no hard feelings on that vote. Gary, I feel bad. We never got to play together. I feel like it would have been fun to play with you. I think that if you, Gary, had made it to the finals, you would have won. I think you sold yourself short because you were very likable. So on that vote, I kind of had to vote against Lauren because she wanted to keep Gary. Those two were tight. And so I voted for Gary to go out. Chloe and I made an alliance the last vote to say not to vote for each other. So I voted for Lauren. She voted for Elizabeth, and that sent Chloe out. Chloe and I had an alliance to not vote each other or drag each other. So Chloe dragged Lauren, and here we are. That's pretty much all I can remember. But it's really fun getting to know you guys. And this is really exciting. It's been fun.
All right. Thank you, Anna. Elizabeth, now it's your turn. Anything you'd like to say to the jury?
Definitely. First, I want to say thank you for sticking around, because this game, while to some, not those that are here, I guess, maybe not, doesn't mean a whole lot, but to me, this means a lot. I love Survivor. I love getting to play games like this. Part of that is I have to kind of hide my love of Survivor, which not super great at, but I knew going in that any player that was a returning player would know that I potentially was pretty good at puzzles. And so I was trying to make some bonds that would carry me through the beginning of the game until I could hopefully support myself post-merge. And I did that. I got totems. I had someone play a totem for me. I won immunity multiple times when I needed it and I was being targeted. And so I feel that I played a really great game. And I also developed bonds with people to carry me through into this final four and then the final two. And I stayed loyal when I was able to. And for the most part, I tried to stay with blue. A lot of the blue members were turning red or purple on me. But I was trying to pick up pieces, and Anna and I had our alliance that helped. And we were able to use that to our advantage and stay loyal to each other till the end.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, jury, the floor is now yours. You have the freedom now to ask any questions to one or both of our finalists in no particular order. So anything that you would like to ask, go for it.
Looks like Jack's in the Twilight Zone.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I didn't play with you until the merge. I played with Anna on the first tribe, and I think she did really stick to the whole, like, I don't know, like, unity thing. I know she probably voted for me, which is completely fine. But it's one of those things of, like, what did you do really, like, to stay? You said you stayed loyal to people. Like, it's one of those things of, like, I don't know how I'm trying to say this. I'm trying to put this into words. Give me a second. Let me.
I want to ask what I think might end up being a similar question to what Jake was kind of getting at. With your guys' game, what was more important to you, like loyalty or like making big moves? And like, what do you think the biggest move you were a part of was?
I think both were very important. So I was loyal to the blue members the best that I could. One instance Anna was a part of when we told Ben that if he put himself up for vulnerability, that we would stay loyal to him no matter what in the vote. And we kept him safe throughout that time whenever it was between him and Gavin. And we swayed you, Jeff, to vote with us. And then I think in terms of big moves, personally, I felt like I had in my back pocket that I could perform well in puzzles and challenges. And so I was hoping to use that to build my resume while also staying loyal. I had the luck of a few idols. And so that allowed me to get Jake out of the game when he was actively targeting me later on in the game. But Anna, talk.
Yeah, I think, so you're asking about our biggest move, Jeff? What do you think it was? I think that vote was probably my biggest move, was splitting the votes. So Jake was coming after Elizabeth, and the whole game didn't tell anyone that Elizabeth and I even knew each other. I thought maybe some people picked up on the fact that I knew her mom's first name, but I wasn't sure. So I tried to just keep it down. Yeah. You got a question, Jake? Or? Oh, you picked it up on that. So that was me trying to look for the tribe.
You didn't want to vote for her. I knew that you were aggressively not voting for her, and I tried to get you out. You were my next move. After we got Elizabeth out,
I figured that. So that vote was really crucial. I think that was probably my biggest move. I gave my totem to Elizabeth, and I'm guessing some people saw through this, but my idea was that I really need to get Ben out. Ben flipped on me the first vote. we had a solid alliance. We were 6 strong. We were taking Avery as far as we could. And Ben and maybe Sophie, I still don't know, Sophie, voted for Avery. And so after that, it was just, we had to get Ben out. I used that totem. I still was loyal. I think I also was loyal and making some big moves because Gary and I never had anything, an alliance. I knew Lauren and Gary had something, so I didn't want those two at the final. So I think that move was pretty big too, getting Gary out. And aligning with Chloe, I think was a big move. And Chloe dragged Lauren out, leaving us here. So I think that was a pretty big move. I don't think Chloe would have done that if she and I hadn't aligned. And I didn't vote for Chloe because I was still staying loyal to her. So everyone I had an alliance with, I stayed loyal except for Jake. And I really am sorry about that. I just had a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. And I guess it was, you were coming for me later. So sorry, Jake.
I would say that when Ben and I were put up for vulnerability, that I was actually impressed that you guys stuck with Ben because I really thought that you guys were going to flip the vote on him. So I thought that was really cool that you guys both showed a lot of loyalty through that. I am still very sad that Jeff was weakened by the women and was bent to their will to vote me out. So yeah, those are kind of my parting words as we go.
I have one question. Jeff answered the question I was looking for earlier. I want to know, Anna, why didn't you trust Sophie? I was vouching for her the whole time, and I had her back the whole time. See, that was the reason that I kind of flipped on you because I had Sophie's back. Sophie was my ace.
I can clear that up.
Voted for Avery.
I can clear that up, y'all. So apparently the biggest controversy in the game is who voted me out. I didn't tell anybody this, but I did not have a vote. So that's why I was voted out. Yeah. So you were out of it. That's not anybody's fault but my own for it.
That's why I just felt like Sophie voted for Avery. I guess it's maybe because they're siblings. I don't know. Ben was shady. Sophie was shady. They were both saying they voted for Jeff. It was just there. I really did try to work with you guys after that vote where you were aligned with Sophie, Jake.
Yeah.
Problem was I was connected to Elizabeth and I tried to go through and get Ben out and keep you. I really did, Jake.
If you could do, this is for both of you, if you could do something differently in this game, whether that's like a move that you made or a strategy that you tried to take, what would you do differently? If you don't think you would do anything differently, if there's not anything, that's fine. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, going into this game, my goal was to get to the Final Four with people I thought would not drag me. And so I kind of screwed myself in a sense because I got there with 3 people that I liked a lot, and I really didn't want to have to vote anyone out. But at that point, I had to figure out who I thought was least likely to drag me. And unfortunately, because I had built a bond with Chloe, that was Chloe. And so I feel like that remedied the things I messed up when I played before. And so I don't think there is something I would change.
Nice.
So I've got a quick question for both of you. If I was
Does Anna want to
the
answer?
other person, I'm sorry, what, Alex?
Let's give Anna a chance to answer that question if she
Oh,
wants.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I thought I was getting off the hook because I'm not really sure how to answer it. I think maybe I wouldn't have played that totem for Elizabeth. But honestly, I don't think I would change it because it would have come out in the next vote anyway because I would have needed to protect her. So I don't think I would do that differently, actually.
Okay.
I do wish I had got to talk to Lauren earlier because I think we could have worked together, like actually worked together earlier on, but we never were in the same place to talk to each other. So I was really bummed.
I second
that. A question that I had about, so I knew coming in whenever I saw Elizabeth's face, I was terrified because she and I played together the first time, and we ran the tribe. We ran our tribe along with Lauren, also, by the way. We ran our tribe, got to the merge, and then slowly got taken out, right? So whenever I saw her, I was like, if she doesn't get out before I do, I'm going to be shocked, because I knew everybody who had played with us before knew that she was good at this game. And I think you guys both played really good games. But for me, just seeing how Elizabeth got to the final four and didn't get dragged, which I thought you were going to get dragged again, is really impressive to me. My question is, you guys obviously are close friends outside of the game and played together in the game. What did the other person do wrong in their game that you wouldn't have done?
So I think potentially, which it's hard because we worked together in the end game. The only thing I could say is maybe sowing distrust with Sophie and Jake and not believing Sophie, which it was hard. I was going off of what Anna was feeling, trying to figure out who was good on the red side, who she was good with. And it was really hard to suss that out. And I think kind of alienated her from them nearing the end game. So I think probably that. But really great game. So.
Yeah, I feel really bad about that, Sophie. I'm really sorry. Will you forgive me?
It's okay.
I'm not saying that just to get your vote, I promise.
No, it's okay. It's a game. I totally understand.
Honestly, I think Elizabeth played a great game. I can't think of anything that I can say she did wrong or I would have done differently.
Gary, were you going to ask a question?
No, it's all right. It was a selfish question, so no worries.
I want to hear it.
No. That's okay.
I don't necessarily have a question. I could very easily have a selfish question such as why Jake, but I'm not going to go with that one. But I do want to commemorate or congratulate Elizabeth and both Anna. They played really good games. I didn't really get a chance to play with either of you, especially Elizabeth. I learned Anna's name. That's about as far as I got into an alliance with her. But you both did great. I don't have a ton of questions. I had to take a few breaks here or there. There was a lot of listening, but good job to both of you. Hopefully be on next time.
Can I explain
Good
one
games.
thing?
Sure.
Let's go ahead and get the vote, and then afterwards, Jake, if you want to stay on and talk game, we can. Okay.
He wants a post-show recap here of the game.
There we go. We'll hop on know-it-alls afterwards to break down the episode. Okay. Any final things from the jury, or shall we vote? Let us vote then.
I just wanted to congratulate both of you. Sorry, that was just a quick thing. Good job, both of you. You did so good.
Can I ask one more question?
Go for it.
If you could describe your game in one word, what would be that one word?
Confidence.
I'd say flexibility.
Two great words. Of all the words, those are two of the best ones. Okay, jury, it's time for you to cast your winner deciding votes. Remember, in a private message, please send me who you're voting for to win Quarantine Island. I'll tally the votes and report the results. Okay, everyone. Thank you for casting your votes. Again, congratulations to both Elizabeth and Anna. Two fantastic games. And thanks to all of y'all for playing. This has been a ton of fun. This has been a great time. Thank you for everybody who hopped on. The votes are in, and they have been tallied. In a final vote of 6-5, the winner of Quarantine Island is Anna Congratulations. You are the winner of Quarantine Island Season 2. That's as tight as they get, folks. 6-5. Incredible stuff. That's why we like recounted it 3 times.
Elizabeth had it for sure. I was like, Elizabeth. I would have voted for Elizabeth. Thanks,
Honestly,
you
guys, it was like a masterclass in watching both of you play, and that Elizabeth seriously like was immune for 3/4 of the game because she kept winning immunities and getting totems, and like even then at the end when she was actually vulnerable, like orchestrated things in such a way to not be voted out. And Anna, I don't know if I've like, this obviously is not Survivor, right? But the way that you were so expertly on both sides the whole time and like didn't give it away until the very end was honestly like really incredible to watch. So both of you were super deserving. And it was
honestly, people, I hope no one's upset. I did not think I was going to make it past the merge. So I did not think it would matter that Anna knew me. So I could see if you were annoyed that we knew each other outside of this, but we tried to not pregame. We just said like, if we can help each other out, let's do it. But
yeah, we both said,
I'm so grateful that people want to play this game.
This was so fun, you guys. Thanks for putting it together, Alex. And it was really fun to get to know all of you too.
And guys, just to set the record straight, here is a complete list of people who voted for Avery.
Sophie.
I want so badly.
Why are they still talking about me? I've been gone for
and Jeff
3
are
hours.
the 2 people that voted for Avery, and that's it.
Sophie, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I would do that differently. I would.
It's okay.
Doesn't matter because you won.
Avery left a long legacy on this game.
Anna, your check for $1 million.
My friend.
It's coming in the mail.
It's funny because nobody ever asked me what happened when we like voted out Avery, but I probably would have been wrong too because I would have guessed that Sophie voted for Avery because when I said, would you be fine voting your brother, she immediately said yes.
Nate.
Yeah.
I voted you and Sagel out because I did the opposite of what Anna and Elizabeth did. I knew Sagel and Nate. Those are the only 2 people I knew coming into this game. And I didn't want to work with either of them because I went to this game to meet new people. That was the whole reason I played this game. It had nothing to do with the fact I respect you. But I knew that I know Sagel, you know a ton of people. You were a threat the whole time.
See, that is the problem with me playing this because yes, you're right. I know a lot of people, but like, even when Alex was putting together Outlast, I was like, if I was on Outlast, I'd be voted out in like the first 2 because everyone would just be like, Sagel's a threat. Let's get her out. So like, not surprised.
I will say with the original reasoning of I went to explore the beach and I'm related to Alex, so I probably know the game well. I know jack about Survivor, so that was a fault. You probably were correct on not keeping me in an alliance there. I'll give you that one. But
I ended up working with your dad later on, which was like, it was crazy. I'm like, wasn't even our tribe. And then like when it came down to it, I was tighter with Gary than I was Anna. So it was like I was gonna stick with Gary. It was gonna be me and Gary and Sophie to the end. I was gonna vote Lauren out. No offense, but I figured you would drag. If I didn't get immunity at the final 4, if we would have made it to the final 4, you would have dragged me because I would have been whatever. So I figured me and Sophie could have battled it out. If I would have been in the final 2 with Gary, it would have been a bloodbath like it was with Anna. So I was like, I'm not about to have that. So
I respect it.
Sophie was my girl though, straight up. Didn't even know her before this. Friend.
You really did stick up for her.
I was cheering for Sophie. I was cheering for the Sophie Jake combo throughout it, but
I'd also like to mention that none of the Knowles are like above voting for each other. We will all put each other's name down, no questions asked.
Voted out her sister.
Dear Easton.
I felt like that was the case, but it was one thing that I could push was that
we're too much about the game. That's our problem. Like we've seen too many.
Elizabeth, I was this close to trying to pull you aside and see if you wanted to work together because I was about to pull the Wendell strategy from this season, try to get the Jeremy strategy, get as many big shields in front of me as I could, so I could try to make it all the way to the end. Because
That was going to be my argument pre-merge, but nobody seemed to be targeting me pre-merge. I was going to say I'll be your meat shield at the merge, but
I was about to be like,
yeah. But then you decided just to target me instead.
That was my thought too, Elizabeth, but I didn't make it past the merge because Jeff had a freaking totem thing.
Gary.
That was unexpected.
It was. I wondered why Jeff was so confident going to the beach by himself for so long. We should have seen that coming.
It's Jeff's wedding week, so gotta give it to him for still playing.
Yeah.
You're getting married? Congrats.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Thanks again for playing. This was so much fun. Congratulations again, Anna, on your victory. Yeah, stay tuned for the all winners season.
So it's just a 1v1.
Okay.
Just a 1v1.
Wait, who won last time?
Jenna.
Chloe, I'm so sorry.
Not surprised.
I meant to text. I was messaging Avery.
Oh no, it's fine. I was being dumb anyway.
Because you were like ruining your own game.
Yeah.
I know. I
thought you were yelling at me for it, but I didn't want to say it out loud.
It was just a really confusing situation. Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah,
but I literally didn't.
Honestly, I wanted you. I didn't want to vote you out.
Chloe, because
I'm not worried about it. It's fine.
We're going to have Quarantine Island All-Stars.
Yeah.
Sophie's got enough like name recognition that she should definitely be brought back.
There you go.
like 100
She's
times.
like Rupert.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring her back 7 times, and by the last time, she's gonna be
And
like.
she's in tie-dye, right? Are you wearing tie-dye, Sophie?
Avery's going to have to play again because
It's tie-dye.
I didn't even get to play, like barely at all. You know what I mean?
Sophie, I need you to yell, "Who voted for me?"
I'm not doing that.
Okay, guys, I'm going to close the call. Thanks again. This was so much fun.
Thanks, Alex.
Send like a stat sheet at some point when I get around to it if you are interested in that sort of thing.
To see you guys again. It was fun
All right.
getting to know you all.
Yeah.
Alex, are you going to do round 3?
Have a
sign up. I would do
I'd
it.
sign up. I'd sign
I'll
up.
sign up.
I would do it.
I'd sign up. I'd love to play this time.
All right. We'll give it a
Great job, Gertie.
Jeff, it was only jokes.
All right. Appreciate it. All right. See you guys.